Money's moving to me. I'm a millionaire. Money better cases. I ain't gotta chase it.
Great evening. Hello. Great evening, great morning, great afternoon, depending on where you are in the world and when you are watching this video. If you are watching me live, go ahead and let me know where you're watching from. Rep your city, rep your country. Let me know where in the virtual building you are watching me from tonight, darling. So I don't plan to be for you long. However, I do want to come here and share some information with you all. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and start with my intro as I always do. My name is Sharita Leon. I went from being a homeless, disabled single mom to a two-time #1 best-selling author with books that were on the bestsellers list for over 2 years straight. I'm also a life, relationship, and business coach, an internet marketing strategist, entrepreneur, international speaker, and the protege of the legendary Les Brown, a Forex trader and investor. And I empower my tribe to live their God-given purpose while creating wealth and have healthy relationships. I'm also a believer in my faith is exuding all that I do. So welcome, beautiful people. Hey, Queen Tiffany, the glam queen herself is in the building. So tonight I wanted to educate some of you all on everything you see in the title of this video, right? So Forex, what is it? Crypto, stocks, what are we doing here, right? I needed to get some clarity because there are a lot of people that have a lot of misinformation. And because of that, it either steers them away. They've created their own ideas of what they think something is and it's not. And they're sleeping on opportunities that literally could change their lives. Like, it's not even exaggerated when I say that. Literally can change your life. And so I wanted to do this quick video to show you the difference. Now, as you see in the title, but not just the title, but as you see here in my actual screen, and as you heard me say, I am a Forex trader. I have been trading Forex for half a decade now, and it literally has been life-changing for me, and it has been life-changing for all those people who have partnered with me in learning how to trade or just taking my signals. And so I want to start off there first, because a lot of people have made memes. I see people do videos, and they try to make it a mockery of what Forex is. And that's because, unfortunately, they have been misinformed, and you have scammers in just about everything. We're honest, right? And so people don't understand. So let me first start off by giving you an understanding of what Forex is, okay? Number one, Forex is not an MLM company. Look at your neighbor and say, it is not an MLM company. Forex is literally an abbreviation that stands for the foreign exchange market, okay? Forex means the foreign exchange market. So what is that? Literally, you have access to the currency from around the world. If you've ever gone out of your country, regardless of where you live, the first thing you had to do when you went to a different country was change your currency. Okay, so depending on the supply and demand of that currency, when you made the exchange, you either gained more money or you lost more money. For example, let's just say that I went to London, and when I went to London, I had a $100 US. And so in order for me to buy anything in London, before I could sip some tea, I had to go and change my US dollars to the euro. So I go and I give them $100 USD. When they come back with their euro, they may have given me $80. So you're probably thinking, wait a minute, why in the world am I only getting $80 back when I gave you 100? Well, depending on that, the supply and demand and the power of the currency really at that time determines what you'll get back. So if I got back 80 euros instead of 80 or instead of 100 euros, that means that the dollar was weaker. And so that difference between the US dollar and the euro is what the bank made. Hello. Money does not disappear. Okay, it may seem that way, but it doesn't. So in me giving that $100 USD, but getting back 80 euros, that $20 that was missing went to the banks, because the banks are what the centralized bank goes and they trade your money. So whatever that difference is, they make the difference. Okay, so as a Forex trader, you are now considered a retail trader, right? So you're able to do just what the banks do by being able to go into the markets to see what the currency is around the world. And by learning the skill set, you get to see what is more in demand than the other. And so when you're able to do that, you now can make money on when the money's going up or when the money's going down based on the supply and demand of that particular currency. Okay, so the foreign exchange market is a $6+ trillion a day market. I'm going to say that again. Over $6 trillion flows through the foreign exchange market every single day, and it's liquid. It is the number one financial liquid market in the entire world, meaning whenever you're trading, you can make that trade, make your money, and have it actually withdrawn from your broker account, and it could be transferred over to you. Whereas if you had any other type of asset, whether it was a home that you owned, right? Whether it was some type of gold or something that you owned that you had to actually sell first to get the liquid cash flow from it, that doesn't happen in the foreign exchange market. Once you buy something, once you sell, once you're trading it, you make your profit, you can withdraw that money. Because another question people ask me all the time, well, can I take my money out? If I trade, yes, you can take your money out. No one holds your money. No one has access to your money in the foreign exchange market. If you ever meet anyone, any entity, any company that says that we have your money and we're trading it for you, or you don't have access to your money in your account, something is wrong. Those are red flag indicators, okay? You are the only person that should have access to your foreign exchange market, your actual broker account and doing the trades for you, okay? Now, there may be some bots out there, some AI, certain companies, I don't know, but as far as someone else having your money and you don't have access to it, that is not what this is, okay? So keeping that in mind. The foreign exchange market, once again, stands for Forex is the foreign exchange market, and it's open 24 hours, 5 days a week. In fact, the market just opened up a few hours ago, and I'm excited because that means myself and the Royal Christmas Society about to get some money. That's the beautiful part about that. Once the market is open, honey, you're able to go in, once you learn the skill set, or if you're a part of the club and you can just go ahead and copy and paste, you can grow your money. Now, this is the other amazing thing about the foreign exchange market, is that it gives you access to currency from around the world. So regardless of what your dollar amount may be doing at the time, you can take access to the Great Britain pound, you can have access to the Australian dollar, you can have access to the euro, you can have access to so many different currencies. And so with that, you're able to monetize what's going on in a totally different part of the world where you are. It gives you access and leverage. Now, this is the thing. I made mention earlier on that the foreign exchange market is not an MLM. In the past 6 to 7 years, more people have started finding out about Forex. 7 years ago, most of y'all who have heard about Forex, saw or posted something, knew nothing about it. And the reason why you knew absolutely nothing about it was because only about 15 years ago, it had been open to the general public to actually trade. Before, you had to have a net worth of $3 million liquid in order for you to even be able to exchange and trade in the foreign exchange market, which is why the overwhelming majority of the world, especially people that look like me, had absolutely no idea what Forex was. What happened was about 7 years ago, a company came who's a successful trader on their own, decided to create a network marketing company to teach people how to trade. This is where you have to get the understanding. Learning how to trade, created a company, and then there's a foreign exchange market, okay? Two different things. The foreign exchange market never was and never will be a network marketing company. That's almost like saying the stock market is an MLM. That's ridiculous. No. What has happened is there are many companies now that teach you the skill set of trading in the foreign exchange market. They may even have tools or systems and softwares to help you with doing so, but the Forex market is far beyond anyone's reach to be able to create a company from it. No, you teach the skill set and you create platforms that people can use, but by itself, it is certainly not a MLM. So if someone comes to you and says, oh, that's one of MLMs, rebuke them quickly because they clearly don't know what they're talking about, okay? There might be a company that teaches you, but Forex itself is not an MLM. By this point now, you should get my drift, okay? Because I've had so many people say things, I'm like, what are you talking about, right? It's just because they don't know. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, thank you, CEO. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, I want you to understand that once you have access to this skill set, and learning how to trade. It gives you freedom beyond belief. And even if you don't necessarily choose to learn, but you're around or you copy and paste like some of the people in my group do, you're able to grow your money ridiculously. And this is the thing. Most people don't understand how money works. Period. Most people do not understand how money works, especially people that look like me. Financial literacy is something that we are not privy to. And that's intentional. That's intentional because they're not teaching you financial literacy in school, in college. They're doing it on purpose, right? Because the world and the powers that be want certain things to be a certain way. So you're taught, right, how to go to school. You're taught how to go and get a degree and get a career, but you're not really taught the power of money, how it works. You're not really taught the secrets of how the wealthy become wealthy and stay wealthy. You're not taught about how money and wealth has cycles. You're not taught how to make your money grow and work for you and have an assignment. So you might get basics like get a savings account, or you might hear things like get an IRA or get your 401k and stop there. But darling, it's far bigger than that. In fact, every Fortune 500 company is backed by a Forex account. Why? Because it allows for you to have the finances flowing in seasons of dryness. Every business, every type of business, regardless of what industry it is, has its high moments and its low moments. Okay? So you have to be able to sustain those times. And this is why Fortune 500 companies have Forex accounts, so that way when times are low, they still have the funds working for them. Hello, somebody. So you, as one of my old mentors used to say, you need to be your own Fortune 500 company. Your last name should be your your Fortune 500 company. You should be your own brand. And so you should be backing up all that you do by being a part of the foreign exchange market, by trading in it, by making your money grow. There is no other market, no other form of investing that will allow for your money to grow in the capacity that it can in the foreign exchange market. Probably second to what I'm about to talk about next in a minute, right? So because of that, you're able to see rapid growth, and allows you to condense the time, really, because money moves quickly. And this is what a lot of people don't understand. Money moves. Money is an energy. It's a currency. It's always flowing, always circulating. It may not be circulating to you at the moment, but it's always circulating. It's always transferring somewhere. It's always being made. That was one of my biggest revelations when I started getting into the foreign exchange market half a decade ago, is that money is always moving, and it moves quickly. If I were to show you right now, in fact, I might just show you. I don't know if I want to show you. I will show you my account. But maybe another day I'll show you. Money is moving like this all the time. I can look right now at some of the pairs that I'm looking at right now, whether it is the Euro USD, and you'll see it'll be from 1 second to next second, it'll be something else. It'll go so fast. And so because money literally is moving in such a rapid speed, we have to catch up with that energy and frequency to see it circulate to us. And one of the most important things, and one of my favorite things, if I'm honest, is the fact that money moves so quickly, and I know I could get it rather quickly in this market because I understand how it works. Once you understand how it works, or once you're tapped in and you have somebody that's guiding you through that process, and you can just look, it makes a little bit difference, because you can make money faster than traditional ways of making money. I don't want to give you the idea that you'll come and be rich overnight. I don't know. We're not doing that, right? Because what that does is gives you the wrong mindset, number one. It's going to entice greed, and the way you made it fast, you will lose it faster. You hear me? You will lose it even faster. And greed is one of the biggest things that you will find show up in you when you're trading, because you see how quickly you can make money and how you have access to it, because no one is stopping you from this market. No one can say, oh, no, you can't get in here. Stop. The moment these markets are open, and if you have money in your account, you could trade at whatever time. The problem with that is that when you don't have self-control and discipline, you'll go in and know that you should wait out, but because greed has taken over you, you miss everything. You will find out about yourself more than ever getting into these markets. I promise you that. I've said it a million times before, and I will continue to say it. You will find out if you're self-disciplined or not. You'll find out if you have patience or not. You'll find out if you're greedy or not. All of that, it will tell on you. But it's a better way to grow your money because it's not going to grow any way fast. I mean, I'm thinking about one particular person who grew her account. And this was just like 2 weeks ago. She grew her account by over 300% in 4 days. She grew her account by over 300% in 4 days. Now, I need y'all to get this because your money isn't growing anywhere. Yes, I said anywhere. Your money isn't growing anywhere nearly as close as that. If your money right now is in a savings account, you might make 0.06%. If your money happens to be in an IRA or CD, you might get maybe between 3 to 11%, maybe. And then there's fees for that. And if you take it out early, there's penalties. So in fact, you're losing money. But I just told you somebody made their account grow by 300% in 4 days, copy and pasting my trades. I have literally seen numbers that will baffle people because of the access they have to this market. So do you think it's wise to be a part of the Forex market? Yeah. Especially if you have access. In fact, traditionally, learning how to trade Forex costs tens of thousands of dollars, if not more than that. And rightfully so, because it's about the value that is being brought to you. Your life can change for real, for real. When I say for real, for real, for real, for real, in these Forex streets. Getting access to trading, whether you're copying and pasting or learning a skill set in and of itself, your life can change and could change rather quickly. The freedom that you have is beyond this world. Because I'm telling you, I'm talking to you right now, and I'm in a couple of trades right now while I'm talking to you. The same thing happens when I'm traveling, when I'm on a plane, when I'm on a beach somewhere. Literally, y'all gonna see me on the beach real soon somewhere. And I got discounts for that too. I'm gonna talk about that another day. But all of that, and still be able to have my lifestyle because I know how to get into these markets and get out and make some money. So that's Forex. Y'all should know real quick what it is. Obviously, it's not the teaching you how to trade. That's a totally different thing because I'm not doing that. But that's what the foreign exchange market is. And every single person should be a part of that because it truly can change your life. And because it's such the largest market in the world, no one can manipulate the foreign exchange market. That is what is super powerful. You can manipulate the stock market. It's happened many times before. That's why people like Martha Stewart and others have been indicted and gone to jail. You can manipulate the stock market, but you cannot manipulate the foreign exchange market. And the main reason is because it's a $6-point-something trillion a day industry. No one has $6 trillion in one day to put in the market to change it, right? So that's what's more comfortable for you. Now, let me also say this. A lot of people are afraid of trading or getting into this investing world because they feel like, oh my gosh, I could lose all of my money. I don't know. The beautiful thing is you don't have to lose more than you're willing to risk. That's the other thing. You have control over your risk as you're trading in the foreign exchange market. You have something called a stop loss. And with your stop loss, you say, you know what? I am not willing to risk more than $20 on this trade. I'm not willing to risk more than $100, $5, whatever that number is. You are able to put that in so that way the system automatically takes you out. So now you have control over your losses. That is a game changer in and of itself. And that's one of the biggest differences as well as the stock market and Forex. In the stock market, and I'm going to get into that. Let me wait till I get into the stock market first. But now that we know that, let's go on into another super exciting market that I love. And that is, of course, the cryptocurrency market. Da, 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 da. Actually, I have a little clapper. So Forex is Bay for me, right? In case you couldn't tell, Forex is Bay. That's number one. That's numero uno, okay? That's my number one right there. But my quick number two is cryptocurrency. I'm going to sip a little water, flavored water on that. Cryptocurrency literally is taking over the world. And you can either watch or get left behind. Yes, clap, I'm good. So Cryptocurrency, for those of you that do not know what it is digital currency. So you can't see it, you can't touch it. No one can actually give you an actual coin of Bitcoin or Ethereum or Dogecoin or Shiba. There's no such thing. You can't touch it. It is virtual currency that is backed by the blockchain. So it's technology, okay? So it's like you trying to figure out how to get on the internet. You don't know how you get on the internet. You just push a button and it happens. But behind the scenes, there are all these digital signs and waves going on through technology to allow you the access to the internet. Well, so it is with cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency is backed by technology in the blockchain that allows for you to buy and sell. It is decentralized, so there is no bank or government backing it or trying to control it. If there is no regulations, although countries are trying to figure out how to do that now because they want to get to the bag. But it is decentralized. So in essence, you have these digital markets and digital currencies that are in the digital world, and you're able to buy and sell, have wallet and addresses that you can use and see transactions anonymously to purchase things. We now know that there are companies worldwide that are known that are actually accepting Bitcoin or other currencies. For example, like Cash App, PayPal, Starbucks, a whole lot of other companies that are now accepting crypto as forms of payment. And the reason why they're doing that is because they know the power of cryptocurrency. And they also know how it's eventually going to take over the way we do money as a whole. And so obviously, the more they have now benefits them as the time goes on because the more value it has. For example, when Bitcoin was released back in like 2009 and people didn't really pay attention to it because it was like $1.50, those people who held on to it became multimillionaires and some even billionaires. So obviously the value has gone up. Well, it's still going to go up. Although it fluctuates back and forth now, it's still going to continue to rise because the new world we're entering is a virtual world, and virtual to money, whether you're tapping into the metaverse or not, that's what's going to take place. And so you have this technology that creates the actual currency that you can make purchases with and literally create wealth. The more valuable a particular coin comes in, the more you're able to make money. Okay. And there are hundreds of different cryptocurrencies out there. People just mainly know like Bitcoin and Ethereum, but there are hundreds of them, right? So the more value that they have, the more you can make. Now, in the same fashion that you can trade in the foreign exchange market, you can also trade in the cryptocurrency market. I am more of a crypto trader. Okay. Do I have some crypto that I own? Yes, but I more so trade crypto. And the beauty about that is that, like I mentioned before, when the market goes up or the market goes down, you're able to benefit either way because you're trading it. You don't own it. So regardless of how it looks, you can get into a market and say, okay, I should buy now. Wait, I should sell this now. And whichever way it goes, it meets your quote, your TP, your take profit, you get out, and boom, you've made money. The beautiful thing about the cryptocurrency market is that it is open 24/7. So it never stops, which is why you may have seen myself and some of the Royal Critical Society members come on live during the weekend when the Forex market is closed and we stop trading Forex. We're here more so looking at the cryptocurrency markets and trading that because it never closes. Okay, it's always open. And that, my friend, is amazing. Now, the cryptocurrency market currently is billions of dollars worth daily, and it's only increasing. It's increasing like beyond measure. So should you be a part of the cryptocurrency markets? Absolutely. Because like I said to you before, eventually it's going to be everything. But not only that, you're able to have more control over your money. As I mentioned before, cryptocurrency is not centralized, it's decentralized. So the banks, government, no one has access to it, but you anonymously with your actual crypto wallet in your ledger that you have control over that. No one else does. So just like when things took place and the war started in Russia and Ukraine from the Russians, those who had access to their crypto wallets were able to actually live and have sustainability because their currency was what was providing for them, their cryptocurrency. They did not have access to their money in their banks. That was all gone. They couldn't get to it. But those who had their crypto wallets were able to still make purchases, still fend for themselves because the currency is digital. Y'all should be sharing this right now. They should have been sharing this because I'd be charging people for this information. Hello, somebody. Okay. So because they had all of that in their wallet, they were able to sustain themselves, make purchases, and live through the digital currency. You want to be in control of your finances, point blank, period. And so in order for you to do that, you have to be able to tap into these markets, these industries, to know what to do. So that way, God forbid, when times change, you've already secured yourself and you're now in control of what is going to take place. Because trust and believe, there are rules trying to be made now. Biden just signed an order the other day because they're trying to get into and put regulatory rules into what's taking place. But not only that, they're also looking to see, how can we monetize this? How can we make this a part of everyday regular life for everyone? And by that time, when that happens, guess what happens? The value goes way too high and you can't own it. It's like trying to go and say, oh, I'm gonna go and buy me 1 million stocks of Google. Okay, try doing that now. Now, when Google first came out, certainly could have done that. While they are going to have a 21 split coming up soon, it's still not the same, right? So because of that, you want to ensure that now is the time you get in, not when everybody knows about it, not when everybody's walking around with ledgers, okay? That's too late. You don't want to do that then. You want to do it well before the masses know, so that when you are secure, but not only you're secured, but now you have more value. Imagine what happens if you were to go right now and you purchase, whether it was Ethereum for about what, I think today, I didn't check, but it's probably around like 3,000 something, right? You go and 5 years from now, Ethereum is worth $70,000. Honey, do you know what your life would look like? That's exactly what happened to those that bought Bitcoin. It was dollars, y'all. And the highest I think Bitcoin went was like a little over 60,000. Like, what was that, last year? So imagine owning all of that. So the world is changing and evolving. Eventually, everyone will be using it. And at that time, they're going to need it. And if you have it, if you can supply, if you prepare for the famine before the famine comes, you're set. Hello, somebody. You don't get ready, you stay ready. Do you hear me? And that's exactly why the intention and the mission of the Royal Pips and the Royal Pretty Pips Society is to bridge the wealth gap in the colored community by giving financial literacy that they need, so that way they can take advantage of these tools and resources to truly create wealth, but not just for themselves, but create generational wealth. Generational. Your children's children, okay? Them people. I need my great-great-granddaughter and grandson to have a big old plaque of me somewhere on a fireplace. By then, it'll probably be digital. So I need them to have an NFT of me. How about that? It may not be a picture on the wall back then. They need to have an NFT of that's great-great-great-grandmother Sharita, who made us sure that we were good. Okay? They're going to have an NFT. That's what they ain't going to have no plaques in the house. They're going to have NFTs. And I just need to say, this is my great-grandmother Sharita on my NFT in my metaverse. It's like, okay, this is what needs to happen. So tap in. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Now, lastly, let's end with what is, oh wait, I didn't write it. I thought I had it here. The stock market. Okay, because a lot of people get that Forex confused with that. And they're like, oh, well, isn't that the same thing? Or isn't that the stock market? And it's like, no, it's not. Okay. So the stock market differs greatly from Forex. The stock market is where sellers and buyers come based off of the stocks and shares in companies, public companies, okay? So you can buy stocks in like Disney, Amazon, Google, YouTube, all the companies that are public, those are what you're able to buy shares in through the stock market. The stock market is a $420 billion a year industry, okay? It is very lucrative. So obviously, if you learn how to trade stocks, your life could change as well. Then there are people that actually just buy stocks, okay? So the difference between Forex and the stock market is that one, The stock market is based off of public companies, their successes, their failures. If something happens, if a VP did something crazy, has to step down, that stock for that company, is going to go down, right? Where there's news that's taking place, whether it's for an issue going on, a war, and the market is not sure, and buyers are getting scared and they want to take their money out, the market drops. Now, when you own stocks in these companies and the market drops, you lose money. This is what happens when you see recessions and people are losing their minds. Some even lose their life because they're like, oh my gosh, I put all of this money in the stock market and that particular stock just crashes and they lose everything. This is why some people are afraid to get into the investing world and get into Forex because they think it's the same. They think like, oh my gosh, if I buy this, what if I lose everything? And that's what happens when you are in the stock market, if you own it. Now, obviously, if you own shares and the market is going really well, that's amazing too, right? Because it builds. These are long-term goals and long-term ways for you to be able to grow your money, to create wealth. Now, if you're able to trade in the stock market, that's even better because now you get to vary and make money whether the market's going up or down, right? Now, me per se, I'm not a real big stock market trader. That's not really what I do. Have I trade stocks? Yes. I'm more of anything. I'm more of an indies trader. So I'll trade like US 30. US 30 is a compilation of the top 30 stocks, or top 30 companies rather, in the stock market. You come together and honey, US 30 is amazing. It'll make you a whole lot of money really fast. And it'll also take a whole lot of money away from you really fast. You get hungry and greedy in US 30, baby, your whole life is going to go in shambles. But I love US 30 because it moves really quickly. And listen, I like to make money faster, y'all. Okay. I'm from New York. Okay. I like things in a New York minute. I don't like to wait too long. And so that's why I'm a scalper. My way of trading, I'm more of a scalper / intraday trader. There are people that I know that are, they're more on the swing trading side. So they could be in trades for months, sometimes years. I'm like, oh heck no. That stuff, I just listening to that just makes me feel like, ugh. I like to get in and get out. Okay. I don't like to be in a trade more than a day. Okay. That's at most. But the difference between the stock market when you're trading it, even if you're having a bearish or a bullish market, you can still profit from that. But there are the terms and things to look at as a trader. But owning it, you own the stocks, you obviously make money when the company is doing well. When the company is going bad, well then, hey, your money is being lost as well. And also with the stock market, you're also looking at the possibilities of it being manipulated. Like I mentioned earlier on, that's happened many times before, because you can have big corporations or very successful or multimillionaires or billionaires come and drop a whole lot of money in the stock, and it changes the whole trajectory of that particular platform. So they're illegally manipulating the market, which is why you find people like Martha Stewart who go to jail. Okay. So that's one thing. But is it great to get into stocks? Is it great to own stocks? Absolutely. You want to be able to diversify your financial portfolio. You should be able to have money in different places. Your money should never just be in one place. Point blank, period, poo. Okay. Your money should never be in just one place. So yes, invest in stocks. Yes, invest in the foreign exchange market. Yes, invest in cryptocurrency. Yes, invest in NFTs. Like invest in the metaverse. Yes, invest in real estate. Diversify your portfolio, ladies and gentlemen. Have money coming from different streams. Solomon said you should have about 7 to 8 streams of income. The average millionaire has at least 7 streams of income. And so should you, right? And the beauty is that you actually have access to being able to have multiple streams of income, really, just by trading. Like I was sharing with some of the ladies the other day that you could have multiple accounts in the foreign exchange market, and one account could be for travel, one account could be for the rent, one account could be for investing, one account could be for, your future wedding, all of that. So those are all multiple streams from one platform by you having several different accounts with your broker in the foreign exchange market. It's amazing, right? So listen, if learning financial literacy, if learning how to trade, if you want to be able to tap into just copying and pasting, because I'm going to say this to you, right? It is intimidating. I'm not going to lie to you. You want to you look at these dang on charts and you're like, what the heck is this? Like, I know when I first started, I was like, what am I supposed to do with this? Where are the words? Okay. Do we have words somewhere? Like, what am I supposed to do? It can be extremely intimidating. With that said, if you commit to going through the process, it can be taught. You can learn just like anything else. When you first started your job and you had no idea how to do anything, you went through training. And while you were there in your training, you eventually got it. So it is with learning how to trade. And even if you're not learning how to trade and get strategies, even copy and pasting, it could be intimidating trying to enter a trade level. What is this? What's a pip? How do I calculate this thing? It could be very intimidating. However, it is far more rewarding. Do you hear me? It is far more rewarding to be able to get in and leave the rest to somebody else, right? Like, if you want to be a part of my group and copy and paste my trades, you could copy and paste me rather, and not have to worry about doing all the looking at the charts and all that. Let me do that, okay? Let me do that. I am good at what I do. And so, hey, Miss Dixon. And so with that, my take profit ratio, and I'm being very humble when I say this, I'm under promising, over delivering, but 95% of the trades that I call all hit profit, meaning 90 to 95% of the trades that I call make money. Okay. So if you're copying and pasting my trades, you are in a very good place to be. Okay. I'm just saying. So let's not let these things intimidate us. Let us get in. And what the other thing happens for a lot of people, once they actually start copying and pasting the trades and they're making money, they get super excited. Now that encourages them and excites them to actually want to learn the skill set. Now, I'm not necessarily teaching my strategy right now. That's what I'm doing in this season. But I do give you access to copy and paste the trades so that way you're able to grow your money and see great results. Okay. And the beautiful thing is I'm super excited that the company that I partner with, Tava International, Tava Worldwide, Tavaverse, is now going to be adding a cryptocurrency educational platform to it. So now you get access to actually learn more about crypto, and you got someone like me that can help you make the money in those markets. Hello, somebody. So who you partner up with makes the world of a difference. Yes, I said it. So this is not talk. This is what I do. This is what I've been doing for well over half a decade. And honey, I get results. And so you want to go ahead and partner with us now. You can actually get started for less than $300. Okay. That's like nothing. When I say nothing, that means nothing. Because I can tell you right now, if you were to go to any traditional way of learning how to trade Forex, they're going to give you the option about having maybe 3 days. If you went to a weekend retreat, a workshop with a whole bunch of information that you are not going to understand, I'm saying that right now, and you would be charged at least $10,000 for you to go back home and try to figure it out, get discouraged because you didn't get it, and then try to go on YouTube, try to figure pieces out, and then you just say, man, forget this. That's what happens to a lot of people. Or you're going to find it through a network marketing platform who will teach you the strategies, and then you probably still may have a little bit more to do, but that's what that looks like. Okay. So I'm telling you right now, you have access to trading with us, copying and pasting my trades for a little less than $300. That's a gift. Okay. I know most of you have probably gotten your tax refund already. Invest it. Don't go on no dang on trip without investing your money. And if you're going on a trip, you need to holler at me because I give you discounts because it's Tava Worldwide, honey. I'm going to show you how to save a whole lot of money on your trips without even having to pay a monthly subscription. But that's a different video for a different day. But seriously, invest your money. If you got that tax return, let me show you how to grow that money. So that way every month could look like a tax return. Okay? Keep that in mind. So we're here to help you. The Forex Society, we are amazing. I love the camaraderie of all of us coming in here, changing the game, bringing some sass and class and femininity and some melanin, honey, to this male-dominated industry. And shout out to the kings of the Royal Prince Society, because the men are in there too, doing the thing and bridging the wealth gap in our communities of color, and we are changing the narrative, and you should be a part of that. So yes, you will see me consistently being aggressive and teaching you and showing you the possibilities of what can happen for your life in these markets, in these streets, because I know for myself, it has changed my life, and it has allowed for me to change the lives of so many other people, and you can be one of them, period. Our health is our first wealth. as our first priority. And I've been talking to you about health for 2 years now consistently. Now I'm back to showing you how to get to the bag. Hello. I went on a public hiatus for a minute, still securing the bag trading, still have some people trading with me, but now it's opened up to you again. Don't miss this, because I'm going to tell you this, and this is real talk, and y'all know how I am, because I told y'all last time, when I said I was going to be doing trading openly anymore, I meant it, and I was gone for like a whole year. Do it now while you can, because eventually I'm going to be on movies in Hollywood. I'm eventually going to be traveling the world with my husband and my children. I'm eventually going to be like, I don't have time, go click this link. That's what's going to happen. Like, I'm going to be real 100 with you. But while you have an opportunity to be a part of our group, and I'm still giving you access, do it. Okay. Amen. Amen. All right, y'all. I thank you for watching this video. If you're ready, inbox me now, and I will share with you how to get into our amazing Royal Pretty Pip Society, get you going, have you get into this bag, and all you have to do is copy and paste. Now, how easy is that? I do the work. I look at the charts, and I say, hey, do this, do this, do this, do that. Boom, bada bing, bing, boom, boom, ba. We're good. And that's it. It really is what it is. If you're watching from YouTube, go ahead and email SharitaLeon@gmail.com, or you can find me on Facebook, and I can help you get started. Be ready, be serious. And that's the thing. My time is very valuable, and I don't have a lot of time. Really, I don't. I'm very busy. So if I make time to talk to you and get you to what you need to get, be ready, be serious to make some changes. Don't come with that, I'm going to do some research. You don't even know what to research. You came because you saw something that you needed, and I can give you what you need if you just go ahead and align. Amen. Amen. I love y'all. Until next time, only leave it to the end and go get your life. Be blessed, everybody.
I'm a millionaire, money better cases. I ain't gotta chase it. I'm a millionaire.
Get your money. Get your money.
I'm a millionaire.
Get your money.